to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. On the visitor sideline, the Dolphins head coach. His guys need to get this turned around. 1-5. Disappointing start to the season. On the other side, his counterpart, the Jets head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And off we go from East Rutherford. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
First carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. 77.
They send the tight end in motion. Once again, it's Achane. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Captain! Get it!
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
23 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Damian Sherwood there to meet him. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Miami.
That is caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Miami.
Achane. He'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
One more time, it's Achane. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
touchdown. Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. 14.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Short one there to his tight end, Matt. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. That's quickly out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jalen Phillips. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On the return, it's Hill. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll tuck it and take off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
Can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
27-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. They motion a receiver right. On 2nd down, Achek. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3.
On the set. Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The rookie from Texas orchestrating things well. It is a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Quick throw, taken in. Let's get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's Austin McNamara now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. He took
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. He'll drop to throw.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's Fant open right side. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Pass caught left side by Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second
2 minutes to go here
at
till
the
halftime.
25-yard line.
We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now here's a keeper on his own read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
That's the running back, Brees Hall. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Fourth down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Oh, he pushed it. Something looked off with the snap, and he has missed it. The kick, no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. Out comes Miami. And the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and down he goes.
I really like what I see out of this defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Hill brought in motion.
Go 80.
Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That went out wide to Achek. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He'll find his man, ring it up for a 37-yard touchdown pass. The Jags are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
That one caught by Wilson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and that will lead to a second down. Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he finds Tyrese. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
The ball comes out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to go over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jets get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll start at the 4. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Go! Cougar 19!
Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Give the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70 Timberwolves! Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Jets offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. That's quickly out to Smith. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal. You're ready to spin.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
That penalty is declined.
They'll start on the ground. It's a 10. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Come on.
They'll go jet sweep and do it with Hill. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
17-yard line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Forced to his right.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was taken
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Short one there to his tight end, Finn. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
23 yards on that pass play, and the Jets have a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Half the 60, half the 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Izzian. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Let's go now. Practice.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide for only a gain of about a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that two-game losing streak. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hop, 70, hop, hop.
Now, faking the give. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Dolphins move out to a 21-3 advantage. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down.
Bronco 80.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught left side by Fan.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That one caught by Wilson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to the air one more time. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms and is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. When that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Second and 11.
Past the 60, past the 60.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.